Title's too long. Alright, good, we're live. Started for a second. Took a little longer than usual. Move the mic slightly back, just hopefully it's not as egregious. Right now. Like I said, still eventually, well, I always say like I said, like something that was previously mentioned in the stream. Mentioned in other streams. Currently working on trying to get the stream set up a little bit better for this. Clean up the table. I kind of like where the camera is now. I think it gets a good angle at every. You gotta at least see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's saved. I think we're good. I hope we're good. See how it goes here. Hey, Moo! One thing is, whenever I hop onto YouTube and I swap over to the chat, it always takes like a second for my laptop to like catch up with what's going on there. Hey, Godzilla King. But not much. Figure baby sleeping. Just got done taking a shower, so nice and clean. So figure I get dirty and work on some figures. Cause why not? I actually got quite a few commissions in the works that I gotta randomly work on. Hey, Dochi. Cause what? I got 3 Zillas hanging out in my garage. I gotta get them curing later tonight. Hopefully it'll work on them a bit tomorrow. We got the Magular. You broke your favorite knife? Oh, I hate it when I break knives. I don't know why. I went to go change it to live and just like slowly made my way towards the end stream button. I think I'm trying to tell myself something. It's already been a long day. Because I was gonna stream yesterday, but I really aggravated the hernia yesterday, so it was miserable. Today hasn't been so bad. Oh, I just realized. I was like, I probably should put these magnets back in here so I could send them back to you eventually, and I just tossed in my bigger ones too. Just have all the magnets all the time. Didn't even use these. Oh. Yeah, weren't they I seen some of them at the AMC. Or a local AMC when I went to go see it, had a few of them, but they only had the Con. That's who it was. Almost got free magnet. No, the ones you want are these ones. These ones are super fancy. They are super strong, super tiny. And I bought these to redo the Guyver figure with, so I can have stronger elbows. Because the ones I have currently on them are like the ones you got. So, like, they'll stick, but if you breathe on them, it falls off. I've been meaning to redo this, but then it requires me trying to pop those things out and re-drill everything. Yeah, because I think pretty much Playmates does most of everything. Like, Toy State side-wise. If I'm not mistaken, like, you'll see some Funkos and a few other ones. Like the Plushies, whatever they're called. Don't mind me, I got a random Slurpee. So if you hear something shaking in the background, it's me getting a drink. And then something I did off camera, just to get it done, because it's probably the more boring thing to do, is I primered up the Magular. So I can actually start slapping some paint on this guy here. Not sure if we're going to work on that this stream. I just realized these legs do not move. Oh, okay. I think they're supposed to. They're just stuck. There we go. Everything be popping. $2,000 for a suit. Granted, that it's like in my brain, it's like, God, that sounds expensive. But honestly, it's not really. How much work it takes to put into those things. I want to do one at some point. I would love to make one. Just get a crap ton of upholstery foam, Start just slamming one together. Not sure which one I'd want to do. I know which one I'd like to do. I'd probably do, honestly, if I was going to make one, I'd probably do 55. 55 or 62. One of them is what I'd end up gearing for. Yes, like I said, a lot of stuff. Like I said, forget the scanner. Probably make my life easier. Because I'd probably just scan the spines off of the, like the X Plus or something, just 3D print them, and then I could just slam them on the back of the suit. So I don't have to make every single one of them. Ooh. Okay, my only concern with that is shipping. Shipping is going to be egregious for that. If it's from over there. But anyways, don't want to daddle too long. So last stream we were working on Little Miss Rusty here. I had to Google what her name was because I remember you guys talking about something from, because I was just like, it's Mecha Amy. Because I know Amy. Oh, okay, so it's like 1,500 plus the 5 to ship. Okay. Well, yeah, without shipping, yeah, that sounds perfectly reasonable. I think it costs you like a good 800 or grand just to get like Stormtrooper armor. Which I would think would be easier, quote unquote. I had to look her name up because I did actually, because she's in the Sonic Prime series. But what I need to do is I got to try to color match this little piece here, where we cut and sanded off so that the arm would be able to move a little bit better. Gotta finish these, which I kind of want to go over the gold with gold one more time. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards using the rub and buff to color that out. Problem is, if I rub and buff it, yeah, this stuff. If I rub and buff it, then I can't really touch it for a while. So I'm going to get everything set up, and then I'll rub and buff the gold section again one more time. But for the most part, the hammers, I don't really plan on getting much done today on these. Because I was even thinking, like, I could at least do the light area, but then I'm like, I should do the rub and buff before I do the light area. With that being said, I think I'm just going to do the rub and buff. Because I don't hate the way the gold is, but not really sold on it either at the moment. If it was armor, I would be more inclined to leave it alone, but because it looks really solid in the show, it kind of having that, like, forged look doesn't really quite, it's not very fitting. We'll do that. I think I got a clean fish brush around here somewhere. I don't mind using for this purpose. Like, this one would be perfect, but I gotta butter that was in there. I don't even know anymore. There's cups. I found some. Need some alcohol. Clean off this brush real quick. Ugh. Stay upright. Well, how's everybody else doing? I 3 of the whatchamacallit's coming today. The NECA Last Ronin figures, so I'm excited about that. Odo Island. God, which one's... You have to refresh my memory on that one. I'm like, the way you worded it isn't quite working for me. Is that Sea Monster? Is that what that one is? Oh, the minus... Okay, gotcha. So, like... Has he still got Godzilla, or is he Godzilla Source at that point? Okay, I think this will work as a brush again. I had sitting around, but it still was a little hard from the paint. Because I was like, the island wasn't quite ringing a bell. I'm like, which islands don't I remember? All right, is he officially Godzilla? All right. I know they called him that in the movie. But I wasn't sure if it like had a more official name or whatever. Odo Island Godzilla. Why do they gotta keep making it complicated? You gotta keep adding extra letters to Godzilla, and I don't appreciate it. More things I gotta remember. It's already hard enough just remembering years. Also need something to put this on. Do I have a random piece? Oh yeah, we were chopping plastic the other day. I'll have some around here. Yeah, I do. Ruby. Gotta appease our monster lords. That was way too much rub and buff. You don't need a lot of this stuff. Like, I have this dollop here. I maybe need a third of that. She has been robotized. Because once you get a little bit on the brush, it's kind of does its thing. Like, it spreads really well. That being said, I might go a little heavier on this. Like I said, I don't really want the black to be showing through. Yeah, she was a part of the Sonic Prime series, if you were wondering. I'll be honest, like, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not that into Sonic the Hedgehog, though. At least the random offshoot stuff. The most I ever got into was, like, some of the old 90s cartoons. And, of course, the games. Played a lot of the games. Nothing wrong with that. Donkey Kong sweet. Again, also really like those games growing up. Like, Donkey Kong Country was the bomb. Oh, the only fun thing is now, next time I go touch this hammer, I'm gonna have to seal it before I can mess with it anymore. Otherwise, this gold's just gonna keep rubbing all over everything, as rub and buff does. Apply it pretty vigorously. Let this sit for a while. It's possibly tomorrow because my wife's off. Because my birthday's Monday, so Jessica's got the day off. So I plan on just hopefully tomorrow. I just kind of want to sit down, just work on a bunch of things, commission wise, and then Monday I'm probably not doing a darn thing. So gotta get what I can done today, between today and tomorrow. Clay here that's still really sticky. I'm kind of surprised. Oh no, actually, I lied. This is extra clay. Okay, where's the tack? Oh, this is tack. Thank you, Lady Draco. It'll be fun. It's the first, give me the first birthday to really get to enjoy it with Casey. Like, she was around last year, but how old she was, there wasn't really much you were doing. It's like they knew. Like, Steve's having a birthday, Godzilla's. Is it choppy? Oh, it fixed? Okay. There could be a little bit of lag on the YouTube part. Like I said, I'm not noticing any issues on my end, which usually means it's fine. Cough, cough usually means it's fine. Well, they never made a monster arts, so I think you're good, to be fair. I have to check that out. The only thing is, I was actually thinking about, again, just like we did the other day, thinking about doing another stream tonight. It's between that or because the last round of stuff was showing tonight, so I was thinking about unboxing them tonight. And if I unbox them, I might as well stream it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Later on, after this dries for a bit, I'm gonna have to sit here with a paper towel and clean it up a little bit. But it's super shiny now. As I probably should have did this right off the get go. I was kind of hoping that gold acrylic would have laid down more like I would want to do, but yeah. It is what it is. Not gonna last run and stuff. Got the Dead Raphael, Leo, and Splinter. The ones I was missing. On to the fun part. Matching this red. Silver. Silver shouldn't be hard to match. I gotta match the red plus... There's like this little bronze looking dry brushing over top of it. You can kind of see here on the chest especially. I also have to get that on there. Good times. Although I did learn something is that the silver they just did over top of the red. So, hey, that's cool. I'm hoping... the pink shouldn't really off-color the red any. Gotta find... Because it's one of those, I almost wanted to put some metallic in with the red. That's kind of how it looked, but that's just the whatever bronze dry brushing they randomly did over top of it. He's cool. I haven't opened him yet. Although, oddly enough, mine didn't come with tape on the top of the box, so it concerned me a little bit. But he looks cool. Honestly, I like the box probably more than anything. A bulk order. What are we doing with so many -1 not Godzilla Sauruses? He does have a charge, albeit. Like I said, he's cool with, like, the accessories are pretty sweet for him. I have this red, but this red is going to be way too... Probably just going to have to try to... Ooh, I actually have some copper. I might actually... Just box of... I also technically have some metallic brown. I don't know why I need ever had to produce for metallic brown, but all right, fun times. I'm gonna have to try to just match that red. I'd venture a guess. Looks like there's a little bit of pink in there and black. So I guess that's what we're gonna use. Oh, gotcha. On Zeduce. Oh, actually, yeah, Zeduce would be. Didn't they make a Bandai though? I'm pretty sure there's a Bandai vinyl of Zeduce. Yeah, those Phantom pajamas. They are great and comfy. And I love them. If I was gonna get one, I would probably go with that one where he's running past the checkpoint marker. I kind of like that one. Honestly, the movie ones are cool too, but I don't quite have the random spare budget for that. That'll probably be some time though. Oh shoot, I didn't even know there was an X Plus. I could have sworn there was some kind of vinyl. Oops. Failed there. Always remember to shake your paint so it doesn't come out watery. Okay, this paint's old. I'm sure that's gonna work the way I want it to. A little bit of black. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna slowly try to work this together. Maybe it needs to look a little bit darker. Oh, hot darn. Maybe I should have started it over here. Gonna a little bit there and see if it looks. Still too bright. Oh, that's pretty close. All right. Guess we'll work with that and see. I'm gonna bunch that off the brush though. Yeah, that's kind of my one concern though, is it wasn't gonna. One thing about upper barrel paints, they don't cover very well, and I also don't want this to look super thick. So I'm just doing light layers until I get the right shading. Oh yeah, for sure on the Godzilla. It's not really. It's like probably the one thing that Zilla got wrong is that size doesn't matter. It's more just the way it's presented. Oh, come on, paint, don't fail me now. We got the right shade. I don't want to try to mix it again. But I gotta clean up her armpits. Spiffy. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Let's say, man, I wish with the Trimasters they did do them in the bigger sizes though. Getting into that. Because they did some of the kaijus, but they didn't do all of them, and that was what made me sad. Oh, like, what? Ew. I can only imagine. Okay, so for silver, only thing that kind of sucks about silver paint, like I said before, it doesn't tint really well. Really, coverage wise, it's not the best stuff, but yeah, the only thing we have to do there is I'm just gonna have to go over it with the black and then go over it with the silver. I think it's gonna give me the best effect. Oh, they need to do one 100%. Super 7 Treadmaster line, sign me up. Alright, fun part. Get this black primer on without making it look like a straight line. To her armpit. Oh, hot damn, I got that pretty good first try. Clean up around here. Because I might do the same thing I did with the hammers. I have some silver rub and buff. That would probably work really well for what I'm doing right now. From batch. Would work really well for this. Going pretty good. It's going a lot better than I was expecting. Because sometimes painting metals, especially with brushes, or trying to get a metallic with brushes isn't quite the easiest thing, especially smooth without airbrushing it. But don't really want to try to use the airbrush for this thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to give it a shot with some silver acrylic. I'm going to use my nicer silver acrylic. This stuff here, because I think Probably going to yield me some better results. If not, we'll just use the rubbing buff. Yep, we'll just use the rubbing buff. But sadly, not going to get as much progress on Amy done today as I was hoping. If it helps, I didn't either. But I will work on whatever somebody sends in. Plus, mechas are sort of my wheelhouse, so kind of works out. I already had some silver for this one. Go with that. I think I'm gonna just have to sacrifice one of my pinstriping brushes for this. I need like a super thick. Make sure that I don't mess up the lines. Okay, this will be good to get the bulk silver on, and then I can clean up the line a little bit here. Just don't want to get too blended over into the reds that we just got done meshing together. Because I'm doing it this way, I'm just going to do it over the rest of the figure lightly too, just to blend it. Because this part especially is just going to be absurd, a little shinier than the others. And I'll go back and knock it down with the another time. There we go. Silver back at the top. But like I said, with rub and buff, you kind of got to leave it alone for a while. And before I mess with it, I gotta reseal it again. And then they get rub and buff off the favorite Bandai? Like favorite Bandai vinyl? Like old Bandai vinyl Movie Monster series? Or just like any Bandai in general? Just yes. I'm gonna go with Bandai vinyl. Um, hmm. Honestly, it'd probably be that for you specifically. You know what I'm talking about, but that Mecha King Ghidorah. I always really liked that one to begin with from the Monster Island line. And then the one I have is also autographed by the guy that was the voice of the robot inside of it, and the Miki who was piloting it. It's between that or my Grand Ghidorah. I always really like that one too. Grand Ghidorah's dope. Um, ugh. It'll be hard to do is show the articulated tail one because I'm not doing anything. Well, I'll be doing. We'll be doing one like that in a few weeks. It'll be in a larger scale though. Well, soon I'll be doing a Euron that I'll be making joints for, and it's kind of in the same vein. Oh, it's good news, Poland. Yeah, most of the gods, like I have the entire line. The Godzilla is pretty solid. Honestly, just that line in general, I always really liked. Let's go on the Jet Jaguar though. Got a few of those. I don't have the original Bandai vinyl. I have the Movie Monster series one. And actually, I think that's it. At least Movie Monster series Bandai wise. All right, so next. I wiggled the mic. There we go. All right, we're working in. Ooh, Bandai Creations? Probably the Mecha Godzilla, the 74. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that Bagon's pretty sweet too. Honestly, I see probably the best ones is probably those Pacific Rim Uprising ones they did a while back. The Bandai Spirit ones. Those ones were sweet. At least that I owned. I always kind of wanted to grab that, whatever it's called. Dagara? The Dagara one looked really good. Honestly, the Hedora from that line wasn't too bad either. Oh yeah, speaking of, here's the Giron that we will be doing. Ugh. I had to stand up. I got a model kit though. Might just work on this for a little bit. Get the nippers out and assemble. But yeah, I'll be probably after Monday. Probably gonna start randomly chopping this guy up while working on the Korean kaiju. That I always can't remember how to pronounce his name. Legacy. Anyways, we have a Furia. Was it Furia models? Yeah, Flame Toys. RC. RC's a little bit a little bit more feminine than your standard RC figure. Titanosaurus, generally fairly expensive because I think it only really had the Memorial box set and then it had a regular release a little while back. I can't quote you at exact price, but it's probably gonna be a little bit more than like your standard vinyls. But yeah, it depends on a lot of the years. Or just how big of a run it was. Because generally speaking, like Movie Monster series is going to be the cheaper to get out of the Bandai vinyls. Because even the like the Monster Island line, I don't even think is that expensive to get a hold of for how old they are. Because they're like late 90s. Yeah, because I have the second one that came. Oh, because he came on the box set. That's how I have mine. So we're replacing the stickers. They hate the fembots. Fembots are the best, though. Monster Girls, Robot Girls, they're all great. Yeah, I have that same one. I didn't spend nearly that much. I got mine for like I think 45 off a dude on Facebook. And I was ecstatic. I think it was closer to like 75 back then. I was about to be like, is this not that complicated? And then it's like, oh. There's so much complication. I almost feel like now just chopping this up and saving me it'd be easier. Well, anyways, I got my god nippers. Which one of these are good still? You'll do. Oh, I don't know. God, there's so much here. Oh, I like the face. Oh, I like how they did the face. It's actually two separate, multiple pieces. That's cool. I'm getting Robot Kane flashbacks right now just looking at this thing. You didn't want this. Did you want this panel lined? Or you just want the stickers painted? I didn't mention stickers painting, but I always gotta ask. To be honest, I can always panel line this when I'm done, but I don't get to do model kits too often. I tend to buy them for me to do, and then I never get around to doing them. Like, I still have that Lost of Space one that I bought at a estate sale that I would really like to do. Just the stickers? Alright. Just making sure. Alright, so I guess we'll go in order. Because it wants us to do the tatas and then move on to everything else. I wish I had a bigger work area. So that's B. Oh god, there's A1 and A2. There's multiples of the same letters. So there's two sets of C1. That's thing. C2s are pink. Other pink is a D. E, F, E, E. What, are both the legs the same? I'm confused. Why do you have multiples of the same? Because that would make me... Oh, E1, F1. Okay. Weird. So the feet are the exact same on this thing? No, that's the... That one was an actual action figure. I have that one. It's my only... I have my only RCs. I have that one, and I have the Generations. I've been meaning to get the Studio Series one at some point. Okay, we need Fs. Was back one. F19, 11, and 14. I'm gonna try to do this one relatively quick, but if I see a nub that looks kind of crappy, I will go back over with the God Hands. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try to blow through this. I would worry more about that stuff if we were doing like a full repaint. But we're not. So it's not as big of a deal. Ooh. And the first thing I do, send a piece. I heard it. Why is there dinosaur feet in my tip box? Here are the cure tip box dinosaur feet. Alright. Oh, hey, I found my Missy. I should look down here before. Okay, we found it. Ugh. I've been looking for this stupid thing because I wanted this. This is the one I was talking about while we were doing the Magular one. I was getting frustrated that I didn't have it. Like it's around here somewhere. Bam, there it was. All right, 4, 2, 6, 10. Six is that side. Make sure I got this right. 6 that side, 2's that side. We said 4 and 10, right? 4 and 10? 4 and 10. And 4. Trying to remember what the name of that RC was that I have. I know it's called Nicey. I forget the company that made it. So it goes like that, and then the part with the peg is on the outside. This goes over that. Got it. Firebird. All right. And then these just pop together. Yep. Because weren't they making more? Because they're supposed to be doing the Windblade, right? Like, I think that got finally announced. Was it Windblade? I don't know. Whatever other one they decide to make, I will definitely be grabbing that. Right, B 16, 17. This should be B. 16, 17. Okay, so it's like that, and then pieces here. Oh, yeah, that's kinda okay, I'm starting to remember that now. Either way, they make a new mold, I would buy it because I know they did the recolor a while back, but I don't know, that didn't excite me enough. Okay, now we're back to F. 1, 5, 15, 16. One is that side, that side. And you, and you. Then we need B15. Is this one solo piece? It's the better way so I can get a cleaner cut. Yeah, that was a shite placement for a freaking peg. Oh, actually, since I'm. Oh. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Got some glass filing sticks? Don't know where they're at. Just want to clean this up just a little bit. All right. Okay, so I gotta put these on this first. Particular way? Hard to tell from the picture, but it looks like where it balls out, goes outwards. Hey, buddy. There we go. Snapping sounds always scare me. This sets over top of these. I'm assuming that's the shoulder there. I like that her chest kind of looks like a face right now. Kind of looks like some goggles. Okay, so now we're on the D's. We need 2, 3, and 10. Lost where I was snipping. God, they've got some crappy placement for some of these little runners. Oh, it was a request, so that's why I was customizing it. Well, not request, but a commission. Because initially he wanted it be able to have the hammer on the back, so there's a magnet back here now. So you guys can see it. I would show you how it works, but right now it's drying, so I gotta kind of leave it alone. This little placement for this stupid one is not in a great area. So it's like that. It's like here's some circles, not helping. Okay, so this is like that. Yeah, like Emo was saying. And then touching up the hammer. So this goes that way down. Like that. And now we get to build the boob armor. Just like I've always wanted. Oh, dope! It's actually got the... I don't know if you can see it. It's actually got the Autobot logo on the actual piece. That's cool. It's always nice when you got something you just don't gotta worry about. Okay, so that's B12, 14, and 9. There's 9. $14. And the little arrowhead looking thing is 12. This looks like a job for the gods. Can't even get that. Jeez, oh crap. Might be an exacto blade job here. That did not cut nearly clean enough. Alright, that looks better. So that's there. Then it's the chest. Then we have the armor piece. And this piece hooks into said armor piece. Very gingerly. This just snaps over top. Is that how that works? It's like, I feel like that should snap higher, but it's like, it fits really well right there. So it's like that. And then you can be like, "Ta-da!" That is like the loosest freaking piece, though. It looks like it's supposed to click it down further. My thought would be it'd go, okay, kind of like right there. That popped off. Which, this piece, I might have to glue in. Oh, I think I figured out my problem. This is supposed to be facing downwards. That might be why it's not sticking it, right? Oh, we got now you snapping. There we go. Now it's all set up. Hooray! So next we get to do the hips. Exciting. I love that it's got the little Autobot logo there, though. Like, that is so efficient. It's also slightly crooked, but who's complaining? It's like slightly off. Okay, well, anyways, you can go back in the box for a minute. We're kind of done with you for right now. Let me double check Casey. See how that's going. Taking a nap. I haven't heard anything, but usually she's out till like 5-ish. But I thought I heard some moving around. Nope, she's still sweeping. I think it was honestly the cat. Cat was probably jingling around up there. Okay, so we're back to using B. We need B285. We need the ball here. There's. How could you, little piece? I thought we were friends. Okay, so joint that way. Okay. And B11. Which I do believe is the groin. I'm just gonna purposely snip those bad so I can. This one. My only main critique so far is the runner placement on these things suck. There's been a few where it's not the easiest to try to snip these things off the runner. so there's that. Then we need F, 9, and 3. But I do like that we're using a lot of the same runners early on, which is handy. And not like jumping around runners all freaking day trying to assemble this thing. Because I like the Came Robot, but that kind of became a thing with that one where it was just like you had to hop between like 3 or 4 of them every time you're trying to do like a section. Okay, so the 2 pieces go to here. And before I do that, I probably should get these in. I feel like it's going to make my life easier. Hey, Kingzilla! 1 piece. Two piece. Groin piece. Good to go. Okay. Now I got groin. Now we're on to this pink piece with joints. There's a pink D? What the heck's a pink D? Is that what we were using before? Was what we were using before. Okay. 12. Is this one? 6, 8, 14. You're my 14. 12. I feel like we're doing a math problem while I'm working on this. 8 and 6. Facing this way. It's always the scariest part is to make sure you got these things in the right direction right off the get-go, especially when it's like parts that are going to be moving. Alright, so there's that. Next is B. Actually, we need D15. Oh, they painted those. So those are different colors too. I'm liking that. I wasn't even paying attention. The part of her, I think it's her backpack. It's actually got paint on it. That's cool. 15, I'm assuming it's this thing. I like this thing. Like, how the hell am I supposed to just snip that? Like, I can't even get these in here effectively. Okay. That was the one pink part. And we need 4, 13, 18. These things. How's your day going, Kingzilla? I'm honestly surprised some of these parts aren't actually rubber. I was expecting it to be kind of similar to like a Gundam kit with a couple of these parts. Hey, what? So I see this goes here. This shows It being right. Yeah, that makes sense. But how does it stay in place? I also have this. Kind of shows being right here. Okay, get that now. That's supposed to be there. That goes like that. I'm assuming something in the near future slides into there. Guessing is this next piece. A2 and A2 and 8. Anything on this page? One and 8 is these. And this part goes into so, it's so weird. Just trying to assemble some butt cheeks. I like that they're separated joints though. Oh, it's like look, you could whoops. It's hard to hold. It's just like like this moves. Like this is its own thing. Why? Why is her crack a separate piece? Hey, Godzilla Con. Oh man. This thing's great. Alright. So this hooks into here eventually. I guess I could do that now, just so it's not sitting around on here getting in the way. The sequin Doug? Maybe. I probably should grab an extra one next sometime I see it. Okay, I gotta get to these. Oh, the side skirts. Where are the side skirts? D. That one I'm holding? Cool. D9 and 4. Which are these ones? Hey, it's the ones we were talking about earlier. And then those are E. Oh no, this is where we get to me needing the same parts off multiple things. Because they sent 2 of these things, which are the exact same. Which go into here. And that's big part towards the so kind of like okay. Maybe I should have popped these on before doing it to the body. I think either way, this has been a bit of a pain. I like that. Being an Autobot travesty. It's just like she's the Autobot on the front, but a Decepticon on the back. Or she could be a Constructicon because somebody's gonna wreck it. I'm digging this so far. It's actually pretty sweet. I like the way it's assembled so far. Like the assembly's actually pretty freaking solid. Well, that's that. I know it doesn't say, but I can attach the torso now, I'd imagine. Like, it's got a lot of nice detail. It's just like... that's great. Oh no, it wants me to paint limbs. Do the limbs. Limbs are my least favorite thing on model kits. Because it's doing multiples of the same thing. Well, I'll be honest, this is probably where I'm going to call this stream for today, because like I said, Casey's probably going to be getting up here in the near future. If I hop on tomorrow, it'll probably be trying to run through the rest of this, plus assembling some Zillas. Like, I might try to just be streaming for a bit. I'm going to end up just leaving the stuff here for now. We'll just pick up where we left off and just make sure I leave the parts in the box. Sometimes my cat likes to get on the table and knock things over because he's a little jerk. So I gotta worry about that. But anyways, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. You guys like keep up to date with channel and donate. Greatly would appreciate it. I should swap this over. Maybe. Also, guys, if you go looking for some Haya Godzilla collectibles, link in description for CalcusToys.com. You can save 6% off your order with Steve Calcus at checkout. Get much faster than most of the stateside places. Actually, all the stateside places, at least for pre-orders. And any stateside figures, we also have a link for Entertainment Earth, which they do free shipping over $79, which I actually... what did I order yesterday? Oh, I ordered the Figure Arts Armor Core figure from them. Because it sold out on the import sites, and I was like, well, if I'm spending that much, might as well get free shipping out of it. I think that's pretty much about it. Man, I love Slurpees. They are so tasty.